Penelope, can you tell me, first of all, you came to the United States from Mexico, right?
Yes.
Okay, can you tell me a little bit about that story, like how you came to be here?
Well, okay, I was a little girl. I was like maybe like 5. When I was little, my mom passed away. My dad was a drug addict. Right? My mom passed away when I was 12 years old. He gave up rights to the state. The state didn't deport us back to Mexico because my dad's a U.S. citizen. So they didn't do nothing. I turned 18. They promised you the world, and they didn't do nothing, but they kicked you out because I ended up pregnant. Anyways, so I ended up pregnant, so they didn't do nothing. I didn't get my citizenship. I didn't even get nothing. So when I got pregnant, I went with the boy that I got pregnant, and I stayed with him in a relationship. And I started dancing because he threw me out of his house. So I started dancing when I was 18.
Okay.
Because I didn't have nowhere to go.
And you have 2 sisters?
I have
Were
7.
they? You have 7 sisters?
Yes.
Wow. Okay, but I only know 2 of them.
Yeah, they're everywhere.
Okay.
2 of them. One of them, she was the youngest one, so they got her citizenship because she stayed there in the program until it finished. When you're in CPS, it's kind of weird. Like you have to maintain school, have good grades, otherwise they throw you out of the program. And me, they didn't throw me out. I kind of like got out of the program because I was pregnant and I wanted to be with a boy.
Okay.
So it was kind of my fault.
Okay.
So I messed up there, you know.
And how far in school here in the or how far in school did you get?
11th grade.
11th grade. And that's when you got pregnant and all that stuff happened?
I was going to be a senior.
Okay. But you said you can't get your GED now? Because you don't have your citizenship.
Yep.
So they took you away from your parents, put you in CPS, put you through school, but since you got pregnant, they kicked you out. And now, because you didn't get your citizenship and the program didn't help you get it, you can't get your GED, and now you're stripping.
Yep, because I have 3 kids, and this is the only job I could do.
Oh, Jesus. But you were telling me that you would like to work, you would like to go to school to become a teacher, right? Okay.
I love kids.
Yeah.
I got 3 kids, and they're amazing. I volunteer at my kids' school most of my days. During the day, I take care of my house and my kids. I was taking my GED, but the teacher that I was going through the program of the GED, right? They told me if I didn't have my papers till then, that they were going to throw everything away. And I'm like, really? So I went through all the steps, and I was hoping I would get a call. I would have called. Actually, I went last year for my last appointment, and they still denied it.
Okay. She just had to pay her tip out, that's all. Okay. But your kids are U.S. citizens because they were born here, right? Okay. So since your kids are U.S. citizens and they're born here, how come you don't consider just taking your family and going to live in Mexico? Why do you not feel that a good option for you?
Because over there is ugly. They're killing people. They're taking people away. They have a curfew at 8 o'clock where I'm from. If you're not at 8 o'clock in your house, they take you and they throw you in jail. If they see you that you're not around that area, they'll rape you. They take you away. And if they see like my kids around, they'll put them to work. Like my son, he's a 7-year-old. They'll put him to work like a soldier. It's bad over there. It's horrible.
What town is that?
I'm from Nuevo Laredo.
Where?
Nuevo Laredo.
Oh, I'm not familiar with that.
Laredo.
Oh,
the border town.
Okay. And the border towns are much more dangerous than
deep down in Mexico. Where I'm from, my dad used to go every day to Mexico to go eat because it's cheaper over there. And now he doesn't go. Because it's horrible. Nobody could go. You have to know people.
And what do you think has caused it to get worse?
Over there?
Yeah.
I don't know.
You don't know.
Cartels and stuff like that. I haven't been over there in a long time.
Okay, but so you're here dancing because it's really the only option that's left for you. You don't want to take your kids to Mexico because it's dangerous over there, but they're U.S. citizens, but you're not, so you can't go get your GED to become a teacher.
Or do nothing, not even. You know, I had to ask my baby's daddy to enroll my kids because they ask you for an ID to enroll my kids.
Ah, okay.
Doesn't that suck? Nowadays you
Yeah.
have to an ID for everything. And you fucking do that because I'm not from here.
Okay.
And that's why I'm stuck in the strip club. So I'm not from here.
So how long have you been doing this now?
Since my son was 4.
How many years is that?
Now he's 8.
So 4 years you've been dancing? And how do you feel about this job?
No, you know what? It's been longer.
It's been longer?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, it's been longer since he was a baby.
Uh-huh.
But like my last daughter, she was 4. That's why I've been dancing. She was 4. It's been 4 years like straight.
Okay.
Every holiday, every day, almost every day. I only take like 1 day off, 2 days off. But before that, I've been in this business for a long time. I was actually stripping
Okay.
in Laredo because I didn't have nowhere to go.
Laredo in Mexico or Laredo on this side?
In this.
On this side, okay. So, does this job ever stress you out?
Yeah, but it's tiring and
It's tiring? What do you find tiring about it?
the men.
Yeah. It's different when you have no other options, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
And
And when people criticize you that you don't have nothing. Like, you're still stripping? I'm like, oh, yes.
yeah. So what do you feel when you hear...
I can even open a business. I cannot even do that.
Yeah.
Even like, you know, because I don't want to put it in nobody's name and then something happens. I can even do that.
Yeah.
Because everything you need classes, you need this, you need that, you know.
So what do you feel about it when you hear people saying stuff like, you know, you came over here from Mexico because you want to have it easy, and
I've heard that before.
And
from a girl.
I mean, and that you're living off of our government and I mean, are you living off our government or do you? I mean,
I don't even get child support.
Okay. Have you tried to get child support?
No, but I will. Because I think I need a little bit of help.
Yeah.
So, like, I overwork myself. And I'm getting like, oh.
Yeah, yeah.
Dude, it's like 3 kids. It's not 1, it's not 2, but it's 3 kids.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like growing up and they need more stuff. You know, they want more. I need a break. You know, my visa is always telling me, well, and my visa is a horrible visa.
Jesus.
He's threatening me before that he's gonna call immigration on me, which I don't care.
That he's gonna what?
Call immigration on me, which I don't care.
So he holds your immigration status over your head.
Yeah, but I'm not scared because if it happens, it happens.
Yeah.
But
And if it does happen, where are your kids gonna go?
Oh, I don't know. I don't want to see myself in that position because I love my kids.
And your sisters? Do you think one of your sisters would take them?
Obviously, yeah, one of my sisters.
And where are your other sisters?
One of them got deported.
Okay. Oh, that was the one. Okay, she was a dancer. We'll call her Roxanne, okay? She was a dancer. I've seen her here. And then I heard they took her into custody.
They left her in jail for 1 year.
They left her in jail for a year?
And then they deported her. Actually, it's a long story. She paid a lawyer to get her citizenship. The lawyer just took her money away, didn't do nothing. Not even filed one application. Not even one application. Didn't do nothing for her. She paid $5,000. The applications are only $600.
Oh my God.
And she just got the bad lawyer. So when she got all her papers, she got in trouble.
Okay, so she was working at a club.
She got in trouble.
And she got in trouble. How did she get in trouble?
Because the manager was trying to hustle her and told her, if you don't pay more, I'm going to call the cops on you that you're drinking and you're a minor. Which she wasn't a minor. She was just using a fake ID because she couldn't work in that club. You need to have a valid.
Stories like this fucking piss me off. You know why? Because this girl shouldn't be doing sex work. She shouldn't. She doesn't want to be doing it. And as a sex workers' rights advocate, part of what I champion is someone being able to get out if they want to get out. But to stay in if they want to stay in. I'm a pro-choice person like that. But this woman wants to get out of sex work, and she can't. She has fallen through the cracks of the xenophobic immigration policies of the United States that don't seem to be changing anytime soon. As a sex workers' rights advocate, you hear time and time again from us that, sex trafficking is due to differential development in countries, like the difference between Mexico and the United States, an inability to make a living wage, the country where they're from. But she was born here. She was born here. She's not here by her choice. She was born here to parents who were not, the father was not a very good father, and the mother didn't make it. And so she went into the system, a system that kicked her out because she got pregnant, because that lonely orphan sought comfort in the arms of a man she thought loved her and ended up getting pregnant and got kicked the fuck out. And so now she's trapped in sex work, and she doesn't want to be. And sex workers' rights advocates have said over and over and over and over and over and over and over again that if people are sincere about wanting to fight someone being in the sex industry, if they don't want to be in the sex industry, they need to be focusing on immigration reform. But that's not going to happen anytime soon, is it? And do you know why? Because the people who are pushing these policies that declare anyone who does a commercial sex act, whether it's by force or not, as trafficked, are in bed with the right. And what do the right dislike more than a Mexican that they decide does not belong in their country? So, of course, they're not going to be challenging that. They're not going to be challenging their source of power, their most powerful ally, are they? No, so they're just going to push this rhetoric that you can fight prostitution by fighting the demand. If you just criminalize the customers, it makes it all go away. It doesn't make it all go away. Does it? No. It just makes the work that these girls do more fucking dangerous. They need to be championing immigration reform so people that are stuck in the cracks like her can get out. And I'm just going to state also how irritated it makes me to hear that her sister paid $5,000 to a lawyer who completely hustled her. She ended up spending a year in an American prison. A year. When she would probably rather have had, an easier path to citizenship so she could be out in the United States working and paying her taxes. But instead, she spent that year she could have been paying her taxes in a jail where our tax dollars pay for the electricity to keep her warm, where our tax dollars pay for the water that is used for her to take a shower and for her clothes to be washed. And people say that immigrants are such a drain on our society. I think, personally, you know what I think is a drain on our fucking society? Is its faulty logics. That's what I think. Good night.